Welcome back, you guys. I got some really exciting news. My Wicked Widow Tales of Terror collection finally came in, and this is gorgeous. They did a great job on the packaging. I cannot wait to show you guys the swatches, the looks, and everything. I'm gonna let you guys know, was it worth the wait? If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Heather, and I love all things makeup, especially colorful makeup and indie brands like this one. And if you guys love those things too, I really hope you will subscribe. And if you do, don't forget to turn on your notifications so you don't miss any of my future uploads. But listen, this was a collection that I have been the most excited about since the beginning of fall. I could not wait. I think it's so beautiful. They did such a great job on the packaging. It even says Wicked Widow Tales of Terror here, and it says it is a haunting. The back and everything is so freaking gorgeous. But we have like 4 really kooky lipstick shades, a palette, a blush, and a highlighter. All the fun things to create some really cool looks like this one, if I do say so myself. But I'm excited to dive in and show you guys the swatches and everything. So let me go ahead and pull that information up, and we'll do a quick little run through of all that. So I don't have a code with Wicked Widow, but you could probably go on their Instagram and find some codes. Makeup on Your Radar might have one as well. But this box retails for $165 for all of it, and it's so precious, like I've already said 100 times. But I don't think that's bad at all, especially considering you're getting, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7 products, and one of them is a 18 pan eyeshadow palette. Okay, so moving on to everything individually in case you decide to pick it up that way. It looks like all of these products are still in stock. So the palette retails for $58 US, and this palette is so freaking beautiful. You have 8 beautiful mattes and 8 duochromes. Some of them look a little multi-chromy to me, to be honest, but I think they are so beautiful, and I'm so excited. I love this look that I created, and I have no idea what I'm going to do tomorrow, but I think this one is really beautiful. So if you don't buy the lipsticks in the bundle, you can purchase them individually, and they are $16 US a piece. I really love the kooky shades. This is the one I have on right now. It's the purple one in the shade Mortal, and I think it's really pretty. But you also have this green one that's more of a yellow green, and then one that's more of a deeper green, and then the pumpkin guts is really pretty too. But I'm excited to try all these out and tell you guys my thoughts on them. But then we have a blush and a highlighter. So the blush is this really cool, like cool toned blush, and it is a cream formula. So it makes me happy to see brands like branching out and trying new things. I think that's really awesome, and I really love the undertone of this blush. I think it looks really beautiful on the face, and you guys know I'm a sucker for orange, so when it comes to this highlighter, I'm head over heels in love with it. I think it's so pretty, and again, it looks beautiful on the face. Worked well as an inner corner highlight as well. This is not supposed to be the review part of this video, but I mean, so far so good. But I'm excited to show you guys how I created this look and to create the next look. So let's go ahead and get into it. I am excited to be digging into this collection. So I am wearing gold and silver because I wanted to wear this. Amanda got it for me as a Christmas gift, but we cannot buy each other Christmas gifts because we give it to each other early. Neither one of us can hold back, but it's moon dust, and it's so cool. It came from the Space Collective, and if I can remember, I'll try to get the site from her, or I can just look it up myself probably. But it also came with the moon rock and this little like authenticity card. It's so cute. Such a thoughtful gift. She's like the best gift giver it makes it hard for me to buy her stuff because I always want to buy her like something just as good, but I'm not as good of a gift giver as she is. So yeah, there's that. But I'm so excited to play with this collection. This palette is so freaking stunning. And I just got done like filming looks with the Unearthly palette and the Adept palette. And I'm like, how do they keep like releasing such good freaking releases? This was actually a Halloween release from Wicked Widow, but it was late, as you guys probably already know. They had issues with like manufacturing and shipping. But for the lip products, I'm going to wait till the end of the look to try one on because I don't want to film this whole video with lipstick on my teeth again. So we're going to do the cheek products and then we'll move on to the eyes. So I'm a little nervous about the blush. I love the color. It is this like beautiful purple, but it feels really emollient. So I didn't set my cheeks or anything. I'm going to see like if it lifts up product underneath, but I'm going to use this F01 brush from Singed Beauty. It's more densely packed. I just want to see like how, ooh, that's pigmented. That's real pigmented. I didn't think it was going to be that pigmented. I like a pigmented blush though, but I did like go ham in there, and like I said, this is more densely packed. I do think I'll like the color because I am a more neutral skin tone, so it will probably work on me. I don't know how it will look on someone with a more warm tone complexion. So if you guys pick this up, let me know your thoughts down below. Let us all know. So it didn't pick up any product, so all we have to worry about now is like the longevity. So I'm just gonna deepen up this back half and do the other cheek, and I'll be right back and we'll do highlighter. It's so weird. I have a blemish on each cheek in the same exact spot. That's the weirdest thing I've ever heard of. But now we're going to move on to the highlighter. This is really pretty. I love the color. It's called Jack-o'-lantern, but it's this really pretty orange. And I think it should I think it should sheer out okay. So I'm just going to do that on this Unearthly Cosmetics. It's a highlight brush at A4. No, I'm going to start with my finger because it's a flakier formula, kind of like Blend Bunnies and Bella Beauty bars. So they usually look better if you like place them down with the finger and then blend them out. Okay, so I think I would like this better if it wasn't on a purple blush. I feel like they don't go very well together, but for a look like the look that I have planned for this video, I think I can make them work together. But for like tomorrow's look, when I mix some other colors together, I probably won't use the purple blush unless I'm doing like a very cool tone look. And if I do, I probably won't use the highlight. But I will say it is really pretty on the face. It is one of those more glittery types of formulas though. So if you're not into that, you probably might not be, most likely you won't be into the highlight. But I think it looks really beautiful. Really reflective and icy. But after I get it down like that, I like to use my brush to kind of blend it, and then I usually go back in with my blush brush and just go over it. But now for the palette. Now I had a really hard time picking out a look for this because there are so many color combos that I want to do. This is like a amped up version of that Ace Beauté Nostalgia palette. Oh no, it's Ambience that I really love. It's so freaking pretty. But after I got to this shade, the whole look just came together during swatching. It's such a good palette. I'm so excited. Now, I just have to try to remember what I had planned. Okay, so I'm going to start it out with this shade right here, Midnight Fright. I love everything about this. The orange and the green would be so pretty with this shade on the lid because it just has every single shift in there that you would need. I almost stuck that in the wrong spot. But I just want to put this here. Look at me over here making a mess. Probably gonna have to fix that. But I've only tried one other palette from Wicked Widow, and it was the Crow. I really want the was it Resurgence or Resurrection, something like that they released, but it's been out of stock, so I've not been able to pick it up. But after I bought that Crow palette, I swore I was gonna buy the next one, because the Crow is so good. The matte formula is so good. Like, do you see how easily I just had such a good time with it. Their mattes blend so easily, and their shimmers are really gorgeous as well. Okay, so now I want to go into this shade here called Flickering Lights, and I want to put this out here. I'm so sleepy today. So, Cosmic Brushes just like showed a sneak peek of their holiday launch, and it looks like they're dropping a bunch of new products too, so I'm really excited about that. I need to film another Should I Buy It video, but I don't know if I'm gonna have time. And I know I haven't posted my Ghostface Lives video yet, or returns. Not as of when I'm filming this, but it's so late after Halloween now. I think I'm going to just post it as a bonus video as soon as I get it edited, because I don't know like how many people are actually gonna watch it because it's so behind. But I just wanted to say that in case you guys have been waiting on it. And if you have, I'm so sorry. I bit off way more than I could chew. I bought too many things, and now I'm trying to like make up for it. So I use this large blending brush just now to blend it out. But I'm going to go back and forth in between these to blend it out and build it up. This is going to be a fun color combo. But I'm going to do better. I bought a planner and stuff, and I'm going to start scheduling my videos more. That way I'm more mindful about what I'm picking up and making sure I have the time to review it. And, you know, it'll just make everything easier, and I think it'll make my channel better as well. And I won't be wasting money on stuff that I can't review, because I'm almost positive I'm not going to have time to do that trick or treat collection. I've had the Nomad palette for a week and I haven't filmed with it. But honestly, I don't even know like if you guys really are interested in it, because when I talked about it in the new makeup releases, it didn't seem like very many people were. But let me know your thoughts on that. How long have I had this purple on my nose, guys? Now I'm going to go back in with the E27 and more of that, not purple, orange. And I'm just going to build this up and kind of bring it up and over. It's been a while, I feel like, since I did a purple and orange combo, at least one this bright. But they're one of my favorites to do. I'm also going to go ahead and take this down here as well. I probably should have patted out that concealer. I didn't powder under my eyes yet. I forgot. Now I'm going to use this small shader brush from Singe Beauty and just blend this out. This purple shade down here on the lower lash line. had to go downstairs and grab a Red Bull. I went down there and I told Amanda, I was like, God, I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm so tired. I feel dead inside. And she was laughing at me, but I needed this so bad. It's actually the first snowy day here. And it's like so beautiful. You know, like it's so quiet outside and just peaceful. And I think it might be making me a little more sleepy than usual. I have not slept good in so long, and it's the nightmares. It's so crazy. They're so hard to even explain and wrap my head around. Okay, so now I want to use another E27, and I just want to dip into a little bit of Autumn Dreams. Speaking of dreams, that's hilarious. And I just want to tuck this in, like, out here. So I was talking to my mom about it today. I have this weird thing that happens in my dreams, and I mean, it's so obvious what it is to me, like what it, you know, means, but there's like this vault, and I see it sometimes in my dreams, but it's like a vault in the floor, and it's like concrete, and it looks like very ancient. It has like ancient designs on it, and you have to like go through this like special series of things to open it. And it, like, the way it opens, it's kind of like the older camera lenses, and then there'll be stairs, and then there's like a coal train that you have to sit in to get to the bottom of the vault. And in the vault is terrible things, like things that have been really traumatic, or like my dad passing away, and my stepdad, my ex's dad, because he was a big person in my life too, or like all the traumatic things that happened like during our breakup, like just everything. And the last few nights I've dreamed about that vault, or sometimes I'll just dream that I see it, and it scares me so bad that I just jump up awake. But I dreamed about the vault a couple of days ago, and my brother was there with me, and in the vault was my mom, and she was unalive, so I don't get demonetized, but she was like mummified. It's so weird, but obviously that must be a fear, you know, that I have of losing her. And I mean, which I think is really normal for anyone, especially after losing my stepdad and stuff this year. I'm going to switch over to this brush so I can deepen up this outer corner down here. But I've just felt like I had this dark cloud hanging over me since that dream, but I'm almost positive I dreamed about it again last night. But sometimes I can control them, and I'll get like so scared that feeling of panic will hit me, and I'll be able to like leave the room and the vault actually doesn't open. But if you're a dream person, analyze that. I'm guessing it means like those are the things that I have like compartmentalized in my mind, and to try to like keep myself safe and my sanity intact. And you know, I'm an addict. I've been sober for almost 3 years. It will be next month, it will be 3 years, but there's a lot of guilt and regret that comes hand in hand with addiction. And needless to say, that vault is jam-packed. It's just so weird, though. I wish I would stop dreaming about it. But it's like, I can't, once I have a nightmare that's really severe, I can't unshake it. I'm going to use some of this KOSAS setting powder because I accidentally took this up a little too high. But I just can't shake it. It's like it hangs over me, and I don't know how to let it go. I mean, it's trauma, and obviously one might say you probably need to be in therapy, and I would agree with you, but I also have crippling anxiety. I hate getting on a phone to the point where it makes it almost impossible to make phone calls, and I hate leaving my house, and I know that's probably not good for me. I know it's not good for me. There's no probably to it. But how does one physically make themselves? That's what I want to know. If you got any tips, please let me know down below. But if you're feeling that my vibe is off, that would be why. But, you know, I love shimmery eyeshadow. So I'm hoping that the shimmers in this palette are going to make me feel better, because they are so stunning. Like, so insanely stunning. That's the shade Shadows. This one would be really pretty too with the greens. That is so pretty. It's so pretty. But the look that I'm seeing when I swatch this too is, okay, we have Creepy Crawlers, which is a green. And then we have a deeper green that's called Nevermore. So I'm going to swatch both of these beside this. Those two together are really cute. But if you add in a little bit of orange to this, I'll swatch both oranges just for the sake of swatching them. But this shade that I was talking about earlier, it's called Silent Soul. It's like an olive green. It has like a brown base, but there's a little pink and orange in there as well. So these together, like, obviously you don't have to use like all of these mattes, but do you see like the pairing that those shades would make? It's so pretty. And every part of me wants to do that tomorrow. And I still might, but I feel bad like when I already do like an orange inner corner or something, and then I use like similar colors in the same look. It just kind of feels like I'm not using the palette to its full potential, and I want you guys to be able to see like all of the colors in action. So, you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe you don't, but I'm going in with some Bella Beauty Bar glitter glue. I've been obsessed with this. NYX has had my favorite forever. I really like the one from Unearthly as well, but I like the one from NYX a little more. And I've been trying one from Gourmand Girls, which I've only used once. I probably need to keep testing that one out before I film that declutter video, which I know I'm not going to get rid of that. But I think out of the ones that I have, this one is my favorite, and they also sell it in like white, and I think they have it in black too. I have the clear, but it's good. Now the question is, what other shade do I want? This purple is really cute. Should I do the purple? That would be pretty though. I think I want to use that. That's that shade Silent Soul. That's what I'm going to do. And I want to do this here. So, I could obviously look this up on like Google and try to find the information for myself, but saying this out loud kind of helps hold me accountable and makes it to where I won't forget about it so quickly. I'm looking for a brush. I don't know what I did with it, but it's my favorite glam light brush. There it is. But do you guys know, like, do you have to pay for Zoom? And like, if you're the one who initiates the call, the Zoom call, because I was thinking it could be really fun for us if we do a live, but like not do it on YouTube, like do it through Zoom, but we'll record the live, and then later I can post it up on YouTube for those who like can't make it or something. But I thought that could be really fun. Like we could all talk on the live and do our makeup together and just hang out, and it could be a really good time. Something like what Angelica does for her like channel members. I think it could be really fun, but I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on it and if you would want to participate. But if you know anything about it, let me know down below. But I think it would be cool because we could all like get to know each other a little better, and it would be like more intimate of a setting. Okay, so I want to go into the shade Shadows. This orange on the lid too with the greens and the browns, that would be gorgeous. Maybe even some of this in the outer part. But anyways, I was trying to say, I mentioned it in the Adept video, but I don't know if that one's going to come up before this one. So I'd like to go ahead and mention it here. I have gotten cards from a few people that have won my giveaways over the 2 years I've been here. And one of my subscribers and friends that I met from YouTube, she sent me the most beautiful card that she made. And she does like calligraphy artwork, and she made the most gorgeous card. I'll link her Instagram down below, but I'm just using this brush to put this in the inner part. But she made me the most beautiful card, and I've loved getting the card so much. So I've been considering opening up a P.O. box. That way I can have it listed like down in my description box on all of my videos, because I would love so much to get cards from you guys. I think it could be so awesome, and it would be a great like keepsake for me to be able to keep those things. And maybe we could do like a little video or something where I show you guys the cards I got without like reading them. And you know, I don't want to, like, if it's a private thing, I would never read it out loud, but I just think that might be really cool. But again, I don't want to do it if like you guys aren't into it, or maybe it feels weird. I don't know, but I would love to hear your thoughts on that as well. I love cards personally, and I love handmade cards a lot too, but cards of any type make me really happy. I'm going to use some setting spray. My grandma used to say, if you're going to buy me a card, don't waste your money. I don't want it. And she really was the sweetest person in the world, and I know how terrible that sounds, but she was funny. That CVS keeps telling me I need to pick up my medicine. Like, I know. I had a migraine to prove I'm out. Love this. It's so good. I'm so happy that I got this. And like I said earlier, I know it was like such a long wait, but if you guys pick this up, you're going to be happy, because trust me when I say it was worth the wait. It's so freaking good. I just want to like make this orange like more intense in the inner corner. And then last, I need a pencil brush, because I want to take this and use some of that deep purple again and just make sure these are blended really good right here. I accidentally put my shimmer up too high and I tried to blend it out, but all it did was like make it shimmery in the mattes, which I hate when I do that. It's not my vibe. Oh, a purple crease with one of these greens. Oh my god, that green. I have to do something to where I get to use that. But it's so pretty. But the purple mattes with the green on the lid would be so stunning too. I honestly have no freaking idea what I'm going to do tomorrow, because like I said, when I look at this palette, I just want to use every shade. They're so freaking pretty. That shade's really pretty too. This is a brand I have a feeling I'm going to fall in love with, because I'm already there. I'm already there. I mean, call me Lone Star, because I'm already there. Haha. But it's just so good, and I can't wait to try more from them. So I wonder what liner. I mean, the only orange I have is, well, I have this one, but it's kind of drying out. But it's this one. I might try to, like, you know, put this one down first and then go over it with this one and just see how that works out. But I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this lip product off, and we're gonna do some lip swatches. But while I'm like off camera finishing up this look, but this is the shade Mortal, and it's like a cool tone purple. It matches the blush very well. I almost never use a lipstick. If I do, they're liquid. So I'm terrible at applying lipstick in a bullet form. Okay, like I said, application is a freaking nightmare. I don't really know. They taste like, when you breathe in, like wax, and I'm not into that. I do like the color, but I don't know. They don't feel drying or thick or anything on the lips. I would totally have to use a lip liner with this. It feels like, kind of like almost the product isn't dispersing evenly. Kind of like it's patchy. I wouldn't call it patchy though. It's just very sheer. Very sheer. But I don't mind the formula. It feels nice on the lips. I will have to, like, you know, test out the longevity and stuff. But the thing that's throwing me off is the taste of it on my lips. It's not like too bad, like unbearable or anything, but it tastes like wax. So if I could give any advice, I would. I know some people don't like scented, but even you have to admit, scented is better than it tasting like that. So my suggestion would be to add some scent to them. But then we have pumpkin guts, and I love this color. This one feels completely different. Oh, I love this so much. So it has the same taste though, but I do like this one a lot. So what I think it was, this one layers like better over top of the tone of my lips than what this one does. And where it's sheer, it doesn't look the same. But I think if I put on a lip liner, I have a perfect one though. It's the one from Unearthly. It's the shade Vamp. I think would go really good with this. Let me smudge it out so you guys can like see the color. And I'll show you what it looks like not smudged as well. It's really pretty, but I think it would go really good with this shade Mortal. Yes, they're a match made in heaven. So I'll try it like that. Maybe after I come back and just show you guys what that looks like. With the liner, we'll try it just to see. But I love this color. I have a perfect liner for this too. But I think I freaking lost it. No, it's right here. I was about to cry. But Fiery from Unearthly. So many of you guys use my code, and thank you so much on the new collection from them. You guys are going to be so excited if you like that color story, because that's a really good one. I'm so excited about it. This is a perfect combo. But if you do make another order and you have not tried the Unearthly lip liners yet, highly recommend, because they're creamy enough to where you can blend them out, but they stay in place pretty well. Also, I like the formula, and they're $6. Like, you can't complain about that. Now, as for a green liner, that I do not have. And we have two, and I'm excited about both of these colors. So this is the deeper of the two. It is called Woodlands. I love it. I love a funky lip color. It's really pretty. In the bullet does have like air holes in it. So like whatever factory they use, you can kind of see them there. They just didn't like pour them properly. Not that that will at all affect like how the product works, but I just want to be like fully transparent. So they're not like one swipe opaque. You have to build them up to their full opacity, but that's a really cool color. One that I am happy to have in my collection. I think that's so cool. So one of you wonderful people told me that if I loved orange blush, to buy a blush palette from Menagerie. And I've not tried anything from them, but I've been watching Betty Jean for a long time, and I've been hearing her go on and on and on about their lip product formula. So unfortunately the blush palette was sold out, and it's no longer sold on the site, but you can still buy them individually. So I did pick up a couple shades, and I also picked up some of their lip products, and I'm really excited to try them out because they do like funky colors too. So this one I am so excited for. So it looks like it's going to be like a dirty swampy green, kind of like my liquid lip Mandy from Unearthly, but you can probably build it up to be that, but it's like a baby poop green, and I'm here for it. Don't judge me. But on my lip color, it looks yellow. Maybe it's lipstick. Maybe it's jaundice. Those are my kind of colors. Okay, so here it is, like, just on its own. And then I'm going to try to see if I can build it up. No, I think this is going to be like the fullest opacity you're going to get with these. They're like kind of a lip balm formula. The orange one feels different. It doesn't feel as balmy as these. So, I mean, that can be a plus in a lot of ways because it feels like they're going to be like really nourishing on the lips. But you also will not be getting that like one swipe opacity either. So, I mean, it just depends on what you're into and if you like funky colors, which I do. I just don't like that waxy taste. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like this really came together. The lip with the liner and the cheeks, it just ties it all together, and this totally made me feel better. So I'm glad I forced myself to be more creative today. But yeah, you could use that in your own life. When you're feeling in a funk, do it anyway. 9 times out of 10, you're going to be grateful that you did. So I forgot to do inner corner highlight. So while I was finishing the look, I did this highlight in the inner corner, and I think it worked so perfectly. You could probably use it for a lot of different types of looks. So I obviously did the Mortal with the Unearthly Vamp for the lip combo, and I did the liners I was telling you guys about. So this one is from ColourPop. It's in the shade UNTZ, and it's no longer sold, unfortunately, but I use this dry thing from KVD, and I just bought it. It's so dry. And someone just left me a comment and said that they bought it, and like after a couple of months, it turned hard as a brick. And I'm not surprised. I can tell it's not a very good formula, but it does get the job done. So, I mean, I'm happy for that, you know. But I had so much fun playing with this today. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow because I see so many different things. You can even get some really good neutral looks out of this as well. So I guess you'll just have to wait and see what I come up with. But let's go ahead and get into that right now. So I did a thing last night. I wanted to make my hair like a light brown. So I also have a hair appointment that's in like 4 weeks. So no, like 3 weeks. So I wanted to do something that wasn't permanent, so that it doesn't make it hard for my hairdresser to fix my hair the way I want it. So I got like a light chocolate brown color, but then I got on Mooncat's website and I got distracted and I accidentally left it on for way too long. And now my hair is like so dark, it's almost black. And now I'm like kind of worried that I might have to reschedule my hair appointment because if it doesn't wash out in enough time, it's gonna mess it up. So if you have any tips to like help lighten it, please let me know. And I'm like, I bought all these backup products of brow pencils, so I can't, you know, just switch my brow color. That would suck. But I did tint my brows a little bit with the extra dye. And even with the brow pencils, I don't think they look bad. But yeah, so I'm actually also in a hurry because there's going to be a Zoom meeting with Angelica and the other girls that are going on the trip to Greece. So I need to be off of here, preferably within the hour, and done with this look. So let's get into it. For face products today, I did not use the blush or the highlight because it didn't really go with the look I have planned. And I also didn't use the lip products. We'll get into all that at the end of the video. But so for blush, I recently did my blush declutter, and it made me like see what I have in my collection, and it really got me excited to use some of my stuff. So I went in with the Moon Prism blush palette. This is highly discounted on BoxyCharm. That's where I got mine. But I love it. I think it's so beautiful. I used these two shades, Spacey and Gravity. And it's like a mauve-y tone, and I did a little bit of that brown blush like in the back part. But for highlighter, I used the Moonshroom highlight palette. So I used my pinky and I like picked up the lightest shade and I tapped it here. It's me trying out Robert Welsh technique, and then I used Tink on my brush and, you know, helped blend it all, and I think it looked really good. I just wanted to let you guys know. And the lip products, I might as well go ahead and tell you, it's going to be the Naturium Phyto Glow Lip Balm in the shade Latte. I want to grab more of these. I love this. But I also used my khaki lip liner from Unearthly. So now let's get into this look. So what do I want to do? I think I'm going to do like the greens and some of the browns. We're going to keep this a little more on the neutral side. But so far I've had a blast with this palette. I have no complaints. So we're going to start out with this shade. It's Mysterious Moon on E27 from Sigma. The brush looks dirty, but it's not. It's stained. I've been using like spot cleaner on my brushes for like the last month. They desperately need a bath. So I'll be doing that soon, preferably before I leave if I have time. Well, it's been 4 hours since I started this look. I know. My friend called me, and then we got on the group chat for the Greece trip with Angelica. It was so fun. I'm so excited about this trip even more than what I even thought I was before. I can't even talk. I'm so excited. Anyways, we gotta get this look done. It is 10 o'clock and I still have to edit tomorrow's video. I don't want to leave you guys hanging. I'm excited to show you that one. It's the indie brand sales guide. So that's gonna be fun. But what do I want to do next? So let's go ahead and go into this shade, Creepy Crawlers. And I want to just press this out here. Let me pin this bang back. I hate to do it because I already like fixed them and it makes it get like that kink in it and not the fun kind. Just kidding. But yeah, I just want to build this up in the crease. I really enjoy their matte formula a lot. Like, you see how I accidentally put too much there? Watch. It blends right out. And you can't even tell I did it. It's so crazy. I'm just going to use this large blending brush from Singe Beauty. But now I'm going to go back into that first shade, Mysterious Moon. And I kind of want to just take this up and over the green. And then go back in with the green brush. And kind of blend those two together. Now I'm going to go back into both of those colors. I'll start with the brown. Sorry about my messenger going off. My mom lives alone, so I don't like to mute my phone in case of emergencies, but now I'm going to go into the green shade. And she's like living alone for the first time in her like whole life, so I just worry, you know how it is. So I just try to make it to where she can get a hold of me at all times. Now I want to go into this shade here called Nevermore. And I just want to build this up out here. Kind of give me a little bit of depth. Then I'll go back in with the large blending brush with no extra product and just blend that out. And I'm going to use that small shader brush again to add some of this down to this lower lash line too. It's really pretty. Now, just for fun, I want to go into this shade here called 31. And I'm just doing that on this small shader brush too. And I just want to build this up in the very outer corner. You guys know I like to make my looks like as dramatic as possible. Now, the question is, shimmers. This one would be pretty, but I did use that in the last look, that Silent Soul. So I think I'm going to do this one this time. And for inner corner, do I want to do that? I did that in the last look. I'm almost positive I did, because I did purple and orange. So I could do this. That's so pretty. That's pretty. Okay, I think I have it figured out. So before we go into shimmers, you know I'm gonna use my glitter glue. It is my favorite. Let me know down below, do you use glitter glue? I know some people don't like it because they say it like creases on their eyes, which if you have hooded eyes, I could see that like being a possibility. I do have slightly hooded eyes, but I typically don't have issues with creasing. Like, it'll happen every once in a while if a shade's like really emollient, or if I like accidentally put down too much glitter glue. But I would love to know like your thoughts on it, if you use it or not, and if you have issues like that with the creasing. And if you use it, what's your favorite one? Because I've been trying a bunch of different ones lately. The Gourmand Girls one is really cool too. I need to use it more though before I give like a full review, but it is different than anything else I've tried. And it's clear, which I don't have any that are clear. So after I do shimmers, I'm going to have to like work on this inner corner because I see I didn't blend it very well. But it is late, you know? So to start this out, I want to go into this shade. It's so pretty. Superstition. And I love that. It's so pretty. I'll show you guys a little swatch. My camera's like having trouble staying focused lately. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm still trying to learn that whole situation. But I'm going to use my finger to put some of this on the lid. This is such a fall look. But I'm pretty sure this was supposed to be a fall palette. That would suck though, to like work so hard on a release and then it like get caught up in customs or just take longer in shipping. That would really suck. Now I'm going into shadows. It's one of my favorite shades in this palette. I think it's so beautiful. It's so pretty. Wait, I wasn't supposed to do that one yet. I'm going to wipe this off because I wasn't supposed to do that yet. And then I'm gonna fix it and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm going back into Superstition and putting that back here where it was supposed to go. And then I'm going to use my brush to pick some of that up. This is the E55. So now, I'm going to try not to screw this up again. I want to go into this green. This was one of the shades I was like immediately drawn to. My concealer just rolled into the floor. But look at that. Oh man. That shade is so stunning. I also realized this morning that I forgot to take a picture for my thumbnail, so I'm gonna have to take one with this look, which is gonna be confusing because my intro is gonna be of yesterday's look. Little mistakes, you know. Now I'm going in to the shade Shadows. Also, I spoke to Christina from Gourmet Girls today, and she informed me that a bunch of you bought stuff with my code. So thank you so freaking much for your support. I'm excited to hear about what you got, so be sure to keep me updated in the comments somewhere, or like, you know, on Instagram, something. I'm excited to hear what you guys got, how you feel about it. I hope some of you picked up Peach Perfect. I think I always get them backwards. It's either Peach Perfect or Perfect Peach. But she also told me that some of the stuff is like already discounted, which I knew that. I knew that Nightshade was. And it's going to be like 70% off by the time you like add a code, and that's crazy. That's such a good palette. But I'm also excited for you guys to see her winter release. It's a good one. You're going to be excited. It's so beautiful. I think that palette is going to do really, really well. Now I'm going to go back into some more of that green, the shade Gargoyle. And I kind of want to tap this here in the center so I can bring like more of that brightness in. And I have the perfect idea for liner for this look. So I need a really light orange for inner corner. So I'm going to go in to the highlight. And we're going to do a little bit of this. And I'm going to do it with this Singe Beauty brush, the tapered one. Because it picks up like these more flaky type of shades really well. And I just want to add some of this here. And that's like the perfect shade for this. I should have sprayed that though. I got fallout. I like to kind of like take it up a little onto the lid and blend it. Now I want to go back in with the previous brushes and all those previous shades and just make sure everything is blended as good as it can be, or as good as, you know. So I'm actually really excited because I think this liner might go really good with this look. And this is my first time using it. It is from House Labs and it is the shade Chartreuse Matte. So we're going to give this a go. Yeah, that's really cool. And I could probably like let it dry for a second and then like do another layer. Yeah, I really like this one. It's creamy. We'll like have to see like how long it lasts in the waterline. But I think it goes really good with this look. Well, I'm going to go finish this off camera, do all of the things, and I'll be right back to show you guys the finished look and to give you my thoughts on this collection. So obviously I changed the lip out. I mixed two together. We were just talking about these in the group chat that I was on, but they're both Unearthly Cosmetics. I really love their new packaging, but this is a cool tone green in the shade Yummy, and then we have this one in the shade Mandy, and I think they go so well with the crease, does it not? But I love this look, and I think this might be a good eyeliner, guys, because you can like keep going over it and make it even more bright and beautiful and opaque. I'll pop up a text here to let you know about the longevity of it, but I love this look and I can't wait to hear which one's your guys' favorite. I don't know. Like, I love them both, but I'll probably make my decision like while I'm editing. But I think this is really pretty. I had so much fun with this palette, but I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys out and we're going to talk about all that. Also, the lashes that I'm wearing are the lashes in the style Flare. I'm pretty sure it's the same lashes I wore in look 1 because I've been wearing these ones a lot. I really love the way they look. But now let's get into my thoughts on this collection. So, I really loved the idea of these lipsticks. I love the colors. I love the funky colors. They're so fun, especially during Halloween and fall. And I was so excited when I saw these. But they're not my favorite. They are more sheer. The orange one is not. But even if like I like the formula itself, I don't know if I can get past the way they smell on my lips. You can kind of taste it and it's like old waxy to me. I don't know, something about it. I do really like this orange, but it has that same smell. And you know, we're all weird and different when it comes to certain scents, so it could just be a me thing. My recommendation to you is to watch some other reviews. Ask some of your other favorite influencers like what they think about this formula. I do like the light green one too. I think it's cool that you can like sheer it over top of other stuff and like change the undertone of it, but I just don't like the smell and I honestly don't think I can get past it. But I'm excited that they tried something new and I can't wait to see like how this formula evolves over time, you know what I mean? So the cream blush is okay too. Like, I don't think it's a bad product at all. Longevity was okay. Like, it didn't last forever, but it did last a few hours. And I love the color. I think that was really fun too. It fit into the collection really well. If you have oily skin, I don't know how this is gonna, like, well, it will work for you because it is a little more emollient. And then we have the highlighter. You guys know how much I love orange. And I think this is really pretty. I do like this formula a lot. It looks beautiful on the skin. It's like orange but has this really gorgeous green gloss to it. For this, it's going to depend on your preferences for highlighter and if you like a more like bam in your face highlight. Personally, I do, but I still want to give you all the facts. My favorite part about this collection by far is the eyeshadow palette. First of all, they did such a fantastic job on this collection, like the packaging and stuff. It's so beautiful. The whole concept was so fun, and the color story is 10 out of 10. I love their formula so much. I cannot recommend it more. It is a very like easy beginner formula too, and the shimmers look so gorgeous on the lid. I've had so much fun with it, and to be honest, even though I'm not a fan of the lip products, I do feel like this collection was totally worth the wait, and I hope it does well for them because that really sucks that they had to deal with the shipping stuff. But I think they did such a spectacular job on this, and there are a few shades like these 3 shimmers that I still want to use because they are really pretty. Let me put them on the other side of my hand. I do this all the time, guys. But you guys know how much I love the blue. And I love that they added this pop. Because one might think, like, what are you going to pair it with? But the purples would look so good with this, obviously. And I love that green as well. That's such a good inner corner shade. And honestly, if you went in easy, might even be a good highlight shade. But all in all, I am super happy that I picked it up. This is my second palette from them this year, and I'm pleased. I am excited to see what they come out with in 2025. I think there's going to be some amazing things, and I just can't wait to see what they are. But let me know. I know some of you guys picked it up down below. Let me know if you got it in yet, and if so, what are your thoughts? Let us know your thoughts on the lipsticks as well, because maybe you won't feel the same way I do, and I think it could be good for people to get more opinions other than just mine. It's always better to have more, you know? More is more. But thank you guys so much for watching this video all the way till the end. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. It really does help me out. And leave some terror type emojis down below, some of your favorites. But if you haven't yet, I really hope you will subscribe. I would love to see you come back, and see you down below in the comments. And until next time, bye.